It's day 78 of the project and also day 2 of my little 3-part mini-series paying tribute to 150 years of British fragrance house Penhaligons. Today I'm giving my thoughts on one that has just been discontinued, so you might want to try this before it vanishes. This is Belgravia Chypre, and to find out what I think of this one, stay tuned to Mags Frags. Yes, hello again everybody and welcome to another episode of Mags Frags. I'm Paul and this is day 77 of my Fragrance 365 project, where I give my thoughts on a different fragrance every day for a whole year. So today's scent of the day is Belgravia Chypre, that was launched in 2018, and the perfumer behind this one was Fabrice Pellegrin. It's a unisex fragrance and is part of the Penhaligons signature collection. But like I said in the intro, this one has now gone discontinued, and I'm a bit of a sucker for a discontinued fragrance investment. So I bought this at the bargain price of £75, and I was a bit of a blind buy as well. This is the 100ml size bottle. Yeah, the signature line from Penhaligons come in these little mini decanter-shaped bottles with a crystal ball cap and a quirky little bow tie that goes around the neck of the cap. It's a nice heavy glass bottle, and on the front there's a label with an illustration of a stately home in Belgravia. You see that there? We've also got the branding, and we've got the usual warrant emblems on the top. There's also another little Penhaligons logo. You won't be able to see this one, but it's in like one of these. It's like a wax stamp there, but it contains a Penhaligons logo as well. There's a gold atomizer, and the spray quality is really nice. Yeah, the box is very high quality, as you'd expect from this brand, and it comes in like a grass green colourway with a white label on the front that's exactly the same as what's on the bottle. We've got some gold leaf branding on the top there, and we've also got, again, the royal warrants. It's also finished in a really nice like plush fabric. The presentation is always top quality on any of the Penhaligons, but I wanted to include a bottle like from this signature line because obviously I did one from the portraits line yesterday, so I just wanted to kind of compare and contrast the difference between the two styles. The top notes in this one are raspberry, pink pepper and bergamot. In the mid there's May Rose and Mate, and in the base there's Patchouli, Oakmoss, Labdanum, Leather and Olibanum. Yeah, this has a bright and sparkling opening, and straight away I can pick up on the raspberry note. It's more of a tart, wild raspberry rather than coming off like too sweet. It reminds me of a glass of sparkling champagne with a couple of raspberries in the bottom of the glass. There's also a bit of a sourness to it that's really different, but it makes you want to keep smelling it just to try and get an understanding of what's going on. At first I thought this was a totally feminine fragrance, but things change considerably as it dries down. Just like all Penhaligons fragrances, this one takes you on a journey through the notes, and in the heart of the fragrance there's a floral accord with a nice subtle rose and a hint of labdanum, contrasting with the bitter tea accord from the Mate. The raspberry stays around, but by this time the whole composition has transitioned from that zingy opening into more of a smooth and earthy character with a touch of powderiness. There's some real dirty earthiness in the base, and the patchouli, oakmoss, leather and olibanum make this totally wearable for men as well as women. If I had to describe the dry down in my unique and somewhat idiotic way, I'd say it was like falling into a wild raspberry bush where you can kind of smell the soil, the green leaves and also the sour berries all at the same time. This one is very unique and it's a great smelling fragrance, but the dry down is where I think it comes alive, it becomes magical. I wasn't bowled over in the first few minutes by this one, but just let it settle down for a few minutes and you're going to be in for a treat. This has a lazy Sunday morning feel about it, and I think it would be a fantastic spring scent, but you could also wear this in the late summer and early autumn. For me, it has a daytime feel about it, and I think it would shine as an office scent. It's extremely elegant. It's the kind of scent that you'd expect to smell in like a stately home where there's fresh flowers in each room, which is filled with slightly dusty antique furniture and lots of leather-bound books. So I think the name of the fragrance really suits the scent profile. This is definitely one for someone more mature and sophisticated, of I'd say probably 30 and over. Yeah, the performance is great on this one, and it performs really well. I will continue to get wafts coming from it for a good 9 hours, and it never seems to sit close to the skin. This will easily get you through a full day without having to reapply it, so there's absolutely nothing negative whatsoever to say about how this one performs. You can pick this one up at a bargain price if you shop around. Like I said earlier, I paid £75 for a 100ml bottle. I would say it's a fragrance that 99% of women will absolutely love, but maybe only about 70% of men will think the same. I think it smells great personally, but I'd say try this one before you go straight ahead and blind buy it, because as much as I like it, I think there are better offerings for men to be had by this brand. But having said that, I'd still give Belgravia Chypre a 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, so once again, that's about it for this second part of this 3-day special. Tomorrow is the perfect Penhaligons fragrance to pay tribute to this brand. And spoiler alert, it smells absolutely great. So make sure you tune in for that one. If you found this video useful, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And it's also great to hear all your opinions and your thoughts and your critiques on all of these fragrances down in the comment section. So keep your comments coming, let's keep the conversation flowing, and I'll get back to as many messages as I can. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, keep smelling fresh, and I'll see you tomorrow for the final part of this Penhaligons special. Bye bye for now.